So next time when you want to wear that dress, then go ahead, wear that dress. Even if the stomach is coming out, go ahead and wear it. Because whatever the everybody say, whatever the person made a comment about your dress, about your body, is not about you. It's about their own limiting belief. They are projecting their own insecurity on you. Last week, I made a video about how to look put together, polished, elegant. In today's video, I want to go deeper. I wanted to talk about why are we always doubting ourselves? Whatever we want to do, why are we always stopping ourselves? So after watching this video, I am going to give you some tools that definitely helped me to heal and to become a better version of myself and to stop doubting and to remove my limiting belief, self-doubt. So where all this started? When do we started doubting ourselves? I remember on one occasion, I wanted to dress in a certain way. I had this beautiful dress, and every time when I'm getting ready, I just wanted to look the most beautiful version of me. I don't really care about comparing to anyone else, and I never wanted to blend in. I just wanted to stand out. I just wanted to look beautiful, different, and just never want to be a mediocre. But something that stopped me, something in my head said that, no, don't wear that dress. I chose somebody else's piece because I wanted to make sure they are comfortable with my presence. If I wear that dress, I may look like I am too much. I may look like, oh, this is not appropriate. But who are the judge? Who is there the judge that is judging my own dress? You know who? We. We are the one that are putting so much doubt in our own self. And it's not just limited to a dress. This was just an example. It leads to so many things in our life, and it's creeping every single day. It's creeping in those little moments that somebody belittle you. Why you cannot raise the voice and tell the person off? Why? Because it all inside of us doubting ourselves. Our self-worth is so low. But you know where all these stems with? It's the trauma that we have internalized for so long. I'm going to say this. Whatever somebody might have said to you in your high school, you still have that. Whatever your parents told you, whatever your parents said to you, you have internalized that. It is still living with you. So every time you wanted to do things differently, that voice comes in your head. Hey, you cannot make the change in the world. People like you don't make the money. Who are you? You cannot wear that beautiful dress. Look at your body. All this trauma, it all comes from our inner child. All the things that people surround with us, they said something to us. And I'm going to share my story. When I was a child, I was told about my weight, that I'm a big person. About my height, like I'm a 36-year-old person. How can I increase my height? I don't think there is anything out there that will help me to increase my height. I was told my hands are too dark. They look dirty. I was told I'm not fair. And you know what? I'm going to tell you something. When growing up, I was in around 16, 17 years old. I had a beautiful persona in my head. And every single day I used to pray to God every night before going to bed that put me in that body. That person is tall, the person was thin, the person was fair, beautiful. Oh God, thank God He never put me in that person's body. Thank God He never believed all the words that I said that to myself. Imagine how my life would look like. I am so proud of my body, of my height, of my shape of my hand, of my color of my skin. I am so proud of who I am. I feel I am the luckiest person in this world. And imagine if God proved everything that I said to myself in reality. Because you know what was happening in those moments? I was internalizing everything that somebody is saying to me. Everything. I was internalizing until I decide not to choose that because I made that conscious decision. And that brings us to this point. is when you let other person project their insecurity onto you, you're letting them win. You're giving them energy. So next time, if you want to put on any dress, go ahead and put it. Go ahead. I want you to put on that beautiful dress even if your belly comes out. Who cares? Because if that makes you look beautiful, then you put on that dress. Even if that makes you stand out, then put on that dress. I would rather stand out than blend in. I don't want to dim my light anymore. And I'll give you another example, and this just breaks my heart to many pieces. I remember my mom, seeing her, she's a very strong person, but she never raised her voice. So she decided to open her hair, look beautiful, do her little bit of makeup, and get for the photo shoot. Once in her lifetime, she did it. And she loved it. She loved it. Until somebody made a nasty comment about her hair. Until somebody made the most dirty comment about her makeup. She stopped looking at those pictures. And I saw that. She crumbled inside. I saw that. That brought tears to me because she internalized everything that somebody else projected on her. Somebody else dirty insecurities on her. You know why? Because when somebody cannot do anything, they project that onto you. Because when they cannot wear the dress, when they cannot choose the career that you have, when they cannot choose the life that you have, when they cannot have the partner that you have, they project their insecurity on you. When they cannot live the life that you have, they always do that. So what will help you to not become that person? What will help you to stop doubting yourself is stand up for yourself. Speak up for yourself. And let me tell you, these moments are just happening in day-to-day basis. You're talking to a friend and they belittle you about something. They disrespect you, dismiss you, and you never speak up about yourself. And that's where your self-doubt, your confidence just keep getting lower and lower. If you let one time that person speak over you, if you let one time that person disrespect you, mind you, that person gonna do every single time because that person understand this person confidence is very low, so I'm gonna keep doing that until you make that change to stand up for yourself. Now imagine if I have internalized everything that every single person told me to. I was told I was too much. I was told that I shouldn't be even laughing and happy on my own marriage. I was told so many nasty things in my life. Imagine what kind of person I will become if I have internalized everything that person said that. I stopped. I did not. I stopped because I did not want it to live the same life. I did not want it to repeat the pattern. So next time if you encounter something like that, I want you to think about it and speak up for yourself, even if it feels intimidating. Because the first step to gain your confidence, the first step to become the best version of yourself, the first step that you are going to take from today is awareness. Once you become aware of what is happening, then only you can make changes. Once you know that why you are not putting that dress, once you know that why you are not changing that career, once you know why are you accepting a lower salary when somebody else is making more money, because it all ties to your self-worth. Once you become self-aware, then only the steps going to come. Then only the healing process gonna start. So I always say this, your self-awareness is your first step. And once you have the self-awareness, understand that never take anyone's insecurity to yourself. Don't take it. If somebody said something about your weight, if somebody said something about your life, about your partner, about your job, about your house, always think that it's their own insecurity. If they said something to you about your hair, it's not about your hair, it's about them. Because they're insecure, they cannot have the beautiful hair like you. They cannot have the beautiful body like you. And this is why they're saying this. So always remember, before you internalize anything, you make sure you stop. It only happens once you're aware of something. When you're aware of something, then you're gonna say, stop. That is somebody else's projection. I am not taking that shit up. Whatever that person said that to me, when I decided I am not taking that up, that's when the change happened. And once You understand it's their insecurity, and once you make them stop, then you are going to realize that it's nothing to do with you. And getting help and healing process is the only way to help the trauma, the things, the wounds that you have from your childhood. They are not going to heal on its own. And they're going to show up every day. They're going to show up in the conversation. They're going to show up like, I cannot do this thing because I'm not meant to do these things. These are hard for me. I am lazy. I'm not beautiful. I am fat. I am ugly. You say all these things on a daily basis. Why do you do to yourself? Because it's the things, the noises inside of you. Until you decide to heal, you're not going to heal on its own. So healing is the best tool, the best thing that I have done to myself. It's a constant journey. It's never going to end. But once you are on a healing journey, you're going to see so many changes that's going to happen. I'm going to tell you something about healing journey as well, is when you are healing your inner child, when you're healing your traumas, the journey is going to feel lonely. Because what's going to happen, you're going to start noticing the pattern in the people. You're going to start noticing, oh, this is a narcissist personality. Oh, this person has insecurity issue. Oh, that person is jealous of my job. Oh, that person is jealous of my life. Oh, that person has a mommy issue. That person has a daddy issue. You know that's going to happen? You're going to start realizing that everybody around you have some sort of issues. You're going to start to understand that pattern. And that's when you are going to realize the problem wasn't you. The problem was everybody else's insecurity. And that journey is going to feel lonely. And that's the journey that I have right now. It's going to feel lonely, but it's okay. Because after this, you are going to attract your tribe. You are going to attract the right mindset kind of people. The people that they understand you. The people they also went through the trauma. The people they will heal with you. And those are going to be the best tribe, the best people. I remember somebody told me, how can there going to be flaws in every single person? And I said that one thing, if you are seeing this way, there is a self-worth issue within you. So you are just saying, how can I am the right and everybody else is wrong? So you're keeping up with everybody wrong just because you cannot accept the fact that you can be right. Just because everybody is wrong and you are walking on the other side of the lane doesn't make you wrong. It means that you are choosing a different path. And trust me, if you talk to any successful person, if you talk to anyone who is healed, they will tell you they walked on these lonely lanes many times. I am on this lonely lane myself. I'm walking just by myself. I'm seeing all the pattern in the people. I'm seeing everything around me. I'm seeing all the insecurity. But you don't have to react to them. You don't have to do anything with them. We need to start normalizing cutting people. And this is so important because if you're healing yourself, if you're not cutting that energy, then how are you going to heal? In order to make room for something new, you need to take things out from your current life. If you don't take the things out, then how there's going to be a room in your new life? There's never going to be a room in your new life. And this is why it's so important to start normalizing cutting people. There's nothing wrong with cutting people. When you cut people, you make room for new people. And when I say cutting people, these are going to be the people that you're friends with for long-standing years. You're going to be family with them, cousins with them, or whatever, your extended family, whoever they can be. But if you don't cut these people and keep up just for the society, because society told you, you need to surround with the herd. No, you don't. You don't. And we need to start normalizing these things. We do not need to surround with millions of people, millions of toxic people just to keep up with everything. No. You can be stuck with 5 people that you are going to attract and they are going to be the best people in your life. You do not need to attract the wrong kind of people. Now imagine if you are somebody who is a mom and if you are not healing yourself, you are not working on your insecurity, you're not working on your confidence, self-doubt, how are you going to raise the next generation? And that was a trigger for me. When I became a mom, I realized I cannot live the past. I cannot live the way that I wanted to live. I cannot live this way. If I wanted to raise a happy, healthy, safe child, how am I going to raise in this environment? How am I going to raise where I am not confident in myself? And remember, kids watches everything. Every single thing that you may not even notice, they watch every single thing. They watch all the words that I'm saying. He's watching everything. And when he sees his mother so strong and confident, I don't need to teach him anything. I just need to lead by example. That's it. So if you are a mother, then it's even more important for you to stand up for yourself. And I know how hard it is because I've been through that. I've been through that journey. It is lonely. It is hard. But when you look at your next generation, that is my motivation. That's exactly what I wanted to do. I do not want it to repeat the pattern that I saw in my life. I wanted to change it. And last, I wanted to say this, and this really helped me, and you can start from today. The best thing that you can do every time in the morning or in the nighttime, and I started doing with my son as well, is what I call it a mirror therapy. What is mirror therapy? It's literally very basic. You stand in front of the mirror in the morning or evening time and you say good thing about yourself. And when you say this, I want you to say this without makeup. Why I say this? Because every time you put on a makeup, you put on a dress, you think, you always say to yourself, I'm looking so much better. No. I want you to do this without wearing makeup. Just stand in front of the mirror and say beautiful things about yourself. You're beautiful, you're kind, you're confident, you're achieving all your goals, you are the best mom. You know what's gonna happen? You say it once, you say it twice, your kid's gonna copy it and they're gonna say, and imagine how the next generation is going to be when their word is filled with these words, when their word is filled of these beautiful affirmations, how their word is going to change. I wish when I was little, when I was growing up, when I had a struggle, when I was bullied whole my life, I wish somebody said that to me. You are kind, you're beautiful, because that cost me a lot. But I don't want the next generation to go through the same. And I don't want anyone to be at my age to realize that. It took me 36 years to realize that. I don't want you to go through that path. If you can change your life and if you can change your kid's life right now, why would you wait? And going forward, I will be making a lot more videos where we're going to talk about the healing your inner child. We're going to talk about how can we become the best version of myself. And literally, I want to make this as the purpose of my soul life. I don't want anyone to suffer the way that I suffer. I want everyone to live a happy life, and especially our next generation. So if you want to follow along, if you find this video even 1% helpful, then please do like, share with anyone that you think is suffering or anyone that needed to hear this. I would love for you to follow along and let's create our own community. We don't need the toxic people. Maybe we can find our own tribe here. Thank you for watching.